Hello, my beautiful, gorgeous, stunning, powerful, incredible, spectacular friends. Today we're going to get into a slow stretching video. We're going to focus on low body. I'm going to make an upper body stretching video probably later today. But I'm sore from my workout yesterday and I need this. I didn't go to yoga this morning because I got laser on my arm and I want to give it some time to just chill. If it looks a little crazy, that's why. So, we're going to start off in a wide-kneed child's pose. Just letting that belly melt into the floor, into the mat, wherever you are. Finding that breath in and out through the nose. Letting the forehead come down to the mat, chin come down to the mat, whatever's accessible to you. The big toes can be touching. The knees are about mat width if you're on a mat. Walk the hands and arms over to the right. And just gently rest the left temple down onto the floor or the mat. Getting a nice side body stretch. Keep pushing in through the hands to get your glutes towards your heels. Gently lift up with that right palm and thread the left arm under. Come back to neutral. And walk the hands and arms over to the left side. Rest that right temple down on the mat. Keep pushing through those hands, getting the glutes towards the heels. Gently press up with that left palm and thread the right arm under. Come back to neutral. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Sit up on your heels, tuck your toes, and then just sit back. Widen your feet as much as you need to in order to get the hips down. I'm going to put you back on me. Coming into a yogi squat. Come as deep as you can. If you need to kind of do a couple bounces, if you need to move from left to right, loosen up any tension you have. Do whatever you need to. And then find some stillness, find that breath. If you're feeling it, you can place the left palm down, right arm comes up. Couple pulses, rock a little forward and back. Gazes up towards that right palm. Come back to the center. And switch, right palm comes down, left arm comes up. Couple pulses forward and back. Coming back to the center and crawling forward into a tabletop position. Couple rounds of cat and cow here. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine and look in. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. Cow. Cat. On the next inhale, inhaling. Rock a little forward and back. Just find some space here. Come back to your stillness. Exhale into cat. And the same thing, rock a little forward and back. See if you can find a little more space. Open up anywhere. Come back to stillness, come to neutral. The right foot comes out to the right side. And we sit back onto our left heel. So the right leg is extended. The right foot is on the ground. Getting a nice stretch into that inner thigh on the right side. Keep pressing actively into those palms, pushing the glute back towards the heel. Come up, bring the shoulders over the wrists. The right leg crosses over to the left, gazing past your left shoulder at that right foot. Push that right hip out as far as you can. Get a nice stretch in that right side body. Big movement. The right leg comes outside of that right hand. Lunging in a little bit deeper, you can walk that left leg back a little bit further. And if you've got it, I know it's early, come down onto the mat with your elbows. Or if you want to stay up where we were, you can stay here, push that right knee away. You can roll onto the outside, knife edge of each foot, or you could stay just where you are, whatever's comfortable for you. If you feel like you've got a little bit further, come down a little bit further. Just working into those hips. Come up onto the hands. Feet come down, left knee comes up. Just walk the hands and arms out over to the left. Bow into it. You can rock a little forward and back, bounce a little bit, whatever you need to do to loosen up. Hands come back inside that right foot. Left knee comes down. Right knee comes down back into a tabletop position. Other side, left leg comes out. Sit back onto that right heel. Extend out through your arms, getting a nice stretch into the inner thigh of that left leg. Coming up, shoulders come over the wrists. I'm just going to walk my right knee in a little bit because I'm kind of on a ledge. Left leg comes out to the right, gazes over that right shoulder. Shoot that left hip out, getting a nice stretch in that left side body. Left foot comes outside that left hand. Walk that right leg back just a little bit. And if you've got it, come down onto your elbows. But whatever expression you did on the other side, take the same expression on this side. So this is not what I did on the other side. So I'm going to do this on this side. Keep breathing. The breath tells the body that it's okay to open up. It's safe, you're safe. If you hold your breath, your body thinks that you're in danger. So it's going to tense everything up. It's going to be all stressed out. Come back up onto your palms, bring that right knee up, and walk your hands and arms over to the right. Bow into it. Any kind of movement you took on the other side, you can take on this side. If you were still on the other side, be still on this side. Hands walk back inside that left foot. Right knee comes down, left foot comes back into a tabletop position. Just a couple more rounds of cat and cow at your own pace. Inhaling and exhaling. Take it as slow or as fast as you'd like. Come back to neutral. And just press back into a downward facing dog. Walking out your dog, bending the right knee and the left knee. Going nice and slow. Feeling a nice stretch into the backside of each leg. No strain, no stress on the neck. Tuck that chin in towards the chest. Lift the right heel. Left hand comes back and grabs the outside of that right heel. Aim to get the right heel down towards the mat and look under your right armpit. Left hand comes down. high heels, left knee bends, right heel grounds. Right hand comes to the outside of that left ankle. Left heel comes down towards the mat. Gaze is under that left armpit. We're breathing. Right hand comes down to the mat. Left foot shoots up and through into pigeon. Make any adjustments you need to. I like to walk my right leg back just a little bit. And usually I do like to stay with my toes tucked. Usually pigeon is with your toes untucked, but my knee, I've talked about this before, is not good. It's like straight bone, no cartilage. So I keep it tucked a little bit. If you've got a little bit more, you can bring your elbows down towards the mat. Hands can come into prayer. If you've got even more, you can bring your forehead down. I don't think I've got more today, so I'm going to stay right here. Keep breathing. Keep releasing where you can release. Notice where you're holding on to any tension. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Walk your left hand out just a little bit. Walk that right leg in a little bit. Right arm comes up and threads through, coming onto the back of that right shoulder. Here, if you've got it, you can untuck your toes. If they're already untucked, I'm a little bit jealous. Left arm can come up above you. You can wrap and bind to the right side. Maybe you can catch that left foot. I could stay here forever. I hope it feels really good for you too, because we're going to stay here for a little bit. Just breathe and try to find some ease into the discomfort. Release if you had hold of that left foot, and come on back up to pigeon. Walk that right leg up just a little bit more, and go back into a downward facing dog. Left leg's high, left foot comes down, right leg comes up and through into pigeon. Adjust where you need to adjust and find your depth. Breathe into it. Maybe you start up a little bit higher, and over time, being in the pose, you can breathe into a little bit more depth. That's nice. Hands come back underneath the shoulders, coming up. Make any adjustments you need to. Right hand comes to that top right corner. Left arm comes up and threads through, rolling onto the back of that left shoulder. I have to be careful on this side because of the little stars and dots. If you had a bind on the other side, take a bind on this side. Right hand can come to that right foot. Just ease your way into it. And try your best to relax and breathe. Right arm releases that right foot and comes up. Pressing back up. Bringing the wrists under the shoulders. Lifting up that left leg, right leg comes up high. And releases down into downward facing dog. Come forward into a plank. Knees come down. Tops of feet come down. I don't know why I'm so stuffy right now. Sit for just a moment. Sit on that left hip and find your back. Oh my goodness. Right leg comes up to the sky. Interlace those fingers around that right calf. Left leg comes out and pull into that right leg. I'm so close to you, so sorry. Let me whisper. Pull into that right leg. Elbows are wide. Forehead towards the knee. Get a good hamstring stretch. But it's still active though, we're still actively pulling. Release, switch the legs. And release the fingers around the back of that left calf. And pull in. Can you see the difference between my right leg and my left leg? I can feel it. That difference was crazy. Pull up a little bit higher. Release, relax. Both feet come onto the mat. Left ankle comes onto that right thigh. Hands interlace. I like to bring my left hand into that little triangular shape that I made when I created the figure 4. I guess it's the 4. And then I like to interlace onto my shin and then lay back, pull in. I like to use my left elbow to nudge that left thigh back because the tendency is for it to cave in a little bit as I'm pulling. Nothing crazy. I don't force my body into any kind of position. Just a little nudge, a little, hey, maybe we can just, push it out a little bit further. Release the hands, keep the legs as they are. Left arm comes out. The left foot comes down to the floor of the mat. Still in a figure 4 position. That right hand is going to nudge that left thigh away. Like I said before, we want to try to stretch out that hip as much as possible. So nudging this away is a lovely way to do it. Gaze over to your left. Release that left thigh. Legs come back to neutral. Bring the knees into the body and just rock a little left to right before setting up for the other side. Left foot plants. Right ankle comes on top of that left thigh. Interlace the fingers on top of the shin. You can also do, I didn't mention this on the other side, but behind the thigh. I do prefer this. I just feel that it's a little bit more of a stretch. Nudge that right thigh away with that right elbow. Keep pulling in. Keep nudging that right thigh away. Release the hands, keep the legs. That right arm comes out to the right. right foot. Oh, I was gonna say I didn't mess up my lefts and rights this whole time. Right foot comes down to the ground. Legs are still in a figure four. Left arm, hand, I guess the arm, pushes that right thigh away and gazes over to the right. Release that left hand, knees come back to neutral, rock a little left to right. Just one last quick little twist, and then we can be done. Rock the knees as they are over to the left. Right arm comes up and over. Left hand comes on top of that right thigh. I think these vultures think that I might have perished. I'm still here. I'm still alive. Go away. Gazes over to the right. They're crazy here. I'm in Florida. They're all over the place, I swear. If you like lay still for a second and you open your eyes, there's so many vultures over you. They are on the hunt. I would not want to have a small dog. Gaze up and drop the knees over to the right side. Fetal position on that right side. Left arm comes up and over, gazes out to the left. Gaze up, release, come on up to seated, however you'd like to. I just want a little simple come up. I hope that felt nice for you guys. I felt really nice for you. For me. But it wasn't for me, it was for you. So I hope you liked it. And thank you so much for joining me. Have some gratitude for your body for going through that. I know it wasn't like super rigorous. I think it was lovely, and I hope that it felt really, really nice. And yeah, that's all I got. Subscribe. Oh yeah, subscribe. I always forget to say subscribe. Subscribe. That would be so cool if you subscribed to my channel, and if you liked my videos, and if you shared them with your friends, and if you commented and you let me know what you want to see, what you liked, what you didn't like. But if you didn't like something, say it really nicely, please, because my feelings get hurt, and then I won't ever make any content ever again. I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. Mwah.